get ready for part 2 because it's makeup time. So to get started, I am using the new Master Prime by Maybelline by Face Studio. And this is to help blur and smooth my face right before I decide to put on my foundation. It's really, really good if you have bad acne like I do to basically protect your skin and to avoid direct contact from the foundation. So next I'm using the NYX Concealer Corrector. It is like a Studio Photogenic HD spot corrector. It's basically for people who have like acne or spots on their face. Anything that you want to correct or dim right before you put on your foundation. I remember I never used to even use this. Like, I saw the videos and I'm like, what in the world are people putting on their face? This booger green color, like, what is this? But it's actually really, really cool and it actually really works. It does dim the spots that you want to kind of hide out if you have a bump that appears. It's really, really dope. So, but you have to wait for it to dry, which is what I'm doing now. Kind of just enjoying my pineapples. My pineapples were really, really fire that day. Like, they were so good. It had me dancing around and everything. So right now, I'm just kind of like drying them up and flattening it out, smoothing it on out so that I can go ahead and put my foundation on so that everything will be smooth and dim. This isn't necessary for those who aren't trying to hide any blemishes. So right now I'm using the Fit Me by Maybelline. I'm using the matte and poreless one. They have two different brands. I think one of them is like the regular, but this one is the matte kind. I have really, really oily skin, so anytime I don't use a matte product, it looks a terrible, terrible mess. And I end up looking like a fried buttered turkey. So it's best that I, use anything that's matte poreless. It's totally up to you. But make sure you get the right color. It does dry correctly. I know when you first put it on, it's really, really bright. As you can see on my skin, I look like a mask, but it does dry up to the right color, especially after I finish my makeup and everything. So don't be alarmed and don't be scared. Always test your makeup on your hand. That way you'll know what color works best for you. But I love the Fit Me by Maybelline. It's really, really good. I've been using it for years. It does help my skin. It's been actually helping my skin more and more every day. But I definitely wouldn't try anything else. But that's just my opinion. There's tons and tons of foundations out there. Get what you want to get. It's totally up to you. So right now I'm using a more angled brush so that I can get my neck. It is very, very important to color your neck. You don't want to walk around here with just a bright face and your neck doesn't match because that's definitely not cute. It's definitely not in style. And it's just very important to blend. You have to look unison. Like you can't be out here just, with a bright, pasty, white looking face and your neck is just kind of like we can see that you didn't color your neck. So it's very important. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm basically just blending it in. Start from the bottom of your neck and come on down and just continue to blend and it'll all come together. I promise. So right now I'm starting to highlight, starting my contour with the Master Concealer by Face Studio. This is by Maybelline. This color is 30 Light Medium. All of the products used in this video are going to be in the description box, so don't worry. But this is basically me starting my highlight. I am going to bake later, as you're going to see, but this is a start of my highlight. So you definitely want to start in all of the highlighted areas, which is going to be your chin, right under your eyes, the middle of your nose, in between your eyebrows, and right below your cheeks, as you can see. So you definitely want to highlight these areas. Trust me, if you don't highlight these areas, your contour will look off, and you have to darken certain areas, as you'll see later in the video. It's very, very important. So now I'm using the L'Oreal Paris 24-hour foundation, the Infallible Pro Glow. I really fell in love with this. Someone suggested this to me, and this is like heaven on earth. Like this really helps out your contour. I know it's hard to see the darker areas on darker people than it is the lighter areas, but with this you'll really be able to see it, and it really comes out beautifully. So right now I'm just kind of blending it all out with my beauty blender. I got this one from Walmart. It's actually a better one than I had. I kind of had like a childish one from Forever 21, and it really didn't do anything for me. All of my makeup looked a mess. So it's really important to get a real beauty blender. I wouldn't spend so much on it. Like I wouldn't spend no more than $20. I mean, it's totally up to you how much you love makeup, how much you're into. If you're a diehard makeup kind of person, then spend $100 for a beauty blender. But that's not me. So, but this one is much better. The material and everything is way better than the one I had before. Like I said, the one I had before was not. It wasn't it. It had my makeup looking completely terrible. So right now I'm doing my eyebrows. As you can see, I don't have any, so I have to, fill them in and make them look bomb. I am using the Maybelline Brow Precise by Eye Studio Shaping Pencil. And this is kind of like a light brown color. And in order to like blend it in and make them a little bit darker, I kind of use a eyeliner pencil, and it's like a dark brown. So I did recently a eyebrow tutorial, so in order to see what I'm doing for my brows, you can check that one out. So right now I'm using the Air Spun Loose Face Powder. I actually got this powder at Walmart, and it's really cheap. I don't think I spend no more than like $7 for it. And it's really good baking powder. I actually never used baking powder before, so this was kind of like a trial run, and I love the way it turned out. So you're just gonna put the baking powder in the areas that you highlighted, and you're gonna let it sit for 15 minutes and basically bake. That's what it's called. You're gonna be baking for 15 minutes, and you're kind of gonna be waiting. So I'm probably gonna pull out my pineapples real soon, and I'm gonna be enjoying that during my little break. And don't worry if you get them in the dark areas, because you're gonna go over it with bronzer anyway. So it's all about trial and error, but I love the way it turned out in the end. Baking powder is a life changer, and I am glad that I got it. I think the actual color I had from Airspun was the natural. I think it was the natural neutral. So they have like 3 different ones. Like one is like beige, one is like a different color, but they were out of the beige one, but the neutral color that I got really worked well for me, so I'm gonna stick with that one. So here I go on my break. I have 15 minutes to wait for it to bake, like I said before, and you'll really see the difference in your makeup if you continue to use the baking powder or whatever else you decide to use, or whatever other brand you want to use for the baking powder. So after I baked for 15 minutes, I am now able to blend in the powder. As you can see, it kind of already started like going into the makeup. So now I just kind of blend it in. As you can see, it's actually really doing well and actually really highlighting my face. I am really cutting up in this video though, like y'all. But anyway, you're going to go ahead and continue to blend in the makeup. I'm sorry, the powder, and yeah, you're going to see great results. I promise. So right now I'm using the NYX matte bronzer, and this is to also bring out the dark areas in your contour. Being that you put the powder on, it can kind of take away from that darkening that you need to also bring out in your contour. So this is the NYX matte bronzer. You can get this pretty much anywhere. You can get this from Ulta. Mostly from Ulta. I wouldn't try to go to Walmart and get bronzer. I'm not gonna be able to make that. But this is definitely important after you bake. You're definitely gonna see results with this. So this is the end result of everything. The video cut off, which really made me so mad, but this is all I really had left of my footage. So I was trying to record 2 videos at once. So the software that I recorded on started tripping, so it's gonna be like half a video. It really like kind of low-key pissed me off because like you can't even see everything I did as far as my makeup. You can kind of see my hair stuff, but